Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 06.28.2023. Current time is 05:38. 5:38 a.m. Eastern Time here in Upstate New York, the southern tier of Upstate New York, where I live and reside. Good morning, folks. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Twitch, where I just updated the title and the category. I'm not sure what happened. I know what happened. I was up late last night as far as that goes. Good morning, salute, positive start to the day, and hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. Good morning to Mrs. is still in bed still. She hasn't gotten up yet. But good morning, Tony D. Good morning, Chris Tech. Good morning, Lady Cat. And everybody's saying good morning to each other. I'm just tweeting this out now. I guess I went live and I had everything was going so smoothly, coming on right on time, right around get my morning tweets out to say, yeah, I'm up and good morning to everyone. And as far as that goes, and as soon as I fire up, I'm looking at, I thought I changed the title after being on Late Night Parenting. Ted Hicks had an early edition last night because he's not going to be available this Thursday. So I was just getting ready to transition from here out to TV there, and the missus was going to bed last night. And I got a notification he was going to go online. Oh, incidentally, yes, we do have the morning coffee, and it is, I think this is, because this is still the Valhalla Java. I think this is still Death Wish. Good morning, Ted. Good morning. Ted is here early. Good morning. He's saying good morning to everybody in the chat. And I do repurpose this over on YouTube and Rumble. Unlike I did broadcast. I did some gaming broadcasts yesterday here on Twitch afternoon instead of taking a nap. We were busy yesterday morning doing a few things around the house here, and we had the missus's older sister over. She stopped in for a visit. As far as when she's got done, she does morning exercises 3 times a week or something like that, aerobics of some sort, and as far as that goes. And but the morning coffee is tasting really good this morning because I was up late last night and. Late by my standards, yeah. It was, but it was a good time. It was a good time. We had a good time on Ted Hicks's late night parenting last night, and just get this going here. Ted Hicks, there's his for the people on the replay. Ted Hicks has late night parenting. You can go to his Twitter feed where I retweeted the broadcast. It was Ted, our host, and we had Tony D that was on the broadcast last night. As far as that goes, he's a brother veteran, fellow broadcaster here on Twitch, and you can see where he's at right there. And then Glick, he came on from Nonsensical Nonsense, and he has his own podcast. I got to get him I think he likes using the Nonsensical Nonsense podcast. So he's got the regular broadcast here. Tony D is on that broadcast there, and then I was, we're in the red now. What happened? We're in the red. Oh, did we disconnect? I'm dragging a little bit here, folks. Did this yesterday. I'm at 5800 kbs. I'm at 0.5 on the CPU, but the little yellow, I don't know if that's the encoder thing or something. I might have that still too high. I dropped it from 5,500 down to 5,000. I'm going to have to tweak that because I had a little issue with that yesterday during the gaming broadcast for Lord of the Rings. After 42 minutes, I actually did get disconnected from... I use OBS. I love OBS. OBS is great. I don't care what anybody says. OBS is good. I'm going to talk good about it because maybe... But I'm watching this. Are you guys noticing any stutter? Loud and clear on my end? Thank you, Tony. It's just that color thing. It just pops out right there in the lower right hand corner. So I think I might have to lower the encoder, maybe I something like. But this broadcast I'm repurposing over there in Rumble. Also, I do this as far as I didn't. That's what I do mostly. And you have a little bit there on your end, Lady Cat. Okay, so it's going from yellow to light green. It's trying to go back in the green. I'm seeing it. Good day, mate. Oh, Melanie. Good morning, Melanie, coming in from Australia. We're starting her day and she's ending her day. And I'm also over there on YouTube. I've got the Richard M. Roberts. That's my YouTube account as far as that goes. And everybody's plugging their weather in. That's keying me for the weather. They're pushing me, folks. I got the people in the chat. They're pushing me to the weather. Everybody wants to get their weather in for the day and stuff. And it looks like it's cloudy again out there. We're going to see if we can get the lawns mowed today. And then I'm going to take a long nap. Thanks, Ted. Thanks, Tony. No, it's all good fun. We had a good time last night on the broadcast, talked about things, and one of the things I love talking about is broadcasting. Sometimes we sound like a broken record, but it's good to converse with fellow broadcasters as far as that goes, and doing the cross feeds and giving the shout outs and stuff. And I think our community, since HAPS imploded and all that, well over a year ago, is still strong. We still know where most everybody is, and if not, we usually somebody knows what somebody else is doing that we've known from that platform. So I would say the status of the online post HAPS community is still strong, and I don't like that red. I do not like that red box down in that corner. And Chris, you missed a dinner report. We did. You popped in last night. You were there. Hey, Tim Fan coming in from Michigan. You came into Ted Hicks's broadcast, and we did a dinner report, but we never got your dinner report. Seeing that you're here, if you stick around, we'll do the dinner report. But if you pop in, we gave you a big plug, but no response. So you must have did the pop in, pop out bit. Or else you couldn't have been doing a late night shower or taking the garbage out or something. I don't know. It's all good, but I'm saving it for your breakfast. No, don't save it. That's no. You got it. That's how you get promoted. As far as that goes, you are the creator of the dinner report. Let's see. Currently, though, it is 64 degrees Fahrenheit outside. We do have cloudy skies. They look like they're rain. That's not fog. Those look. We had some thunderstorms here yesterday, as far as that goes. And but currently it's 64 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to about 17 degrees Celsius. I'm good in there. And let's see. Okay, whatever you do. No, we just love you, Chris. The dinner report. That's your thing. So which is a good thing to, it's the old. And thing I didn't know, we were talking, I always bring this up about the Periscope days. They used to, the dinner report, I equate it to the fun they had with what's in your refrigerator, and people would actually show what's in their refrigerator. And the one time I was asked, you're not looking at my freaking refrigerator. I'm not going to show my refrigerator. Not that I'm embarrassed, but it's just like, but it equates to that. And Glick last night informed that that refrigerator thing started on his broadcast. And then it just sort of took off. I remember that. I thought that was sort of like, what's in your refrigerator and stuff. Okay, so we got showers early. Oh, that means I might not be able to do the mow the lawns. Might have to wait till tomorrow. Showers early here. We'll see how that goes. And cloudy in the afternoon. Visible reduced by smoke. Yeah, we had some smoke. I saw that was after... Ted Hicks's late night parenting broadcast last night, that I seen that our air quality sort of was going up to. I thought it was a clear day yesterday. I didn't really see it, but they say visible reduce of smoke. But the high is going to be 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds out of the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 30%. So I could have mowed him yesterday afternoon, but I just decided to go ahead and do the gaming here on Twitch, as far as that goes. So, but at any rate, our world times and temperatures. Honolulu, Hawaii at 11:47 p.m. is clear skies. So as far as for they're still in yesterday, Tuesday, and today is Wednesday, hump day as far as that goes. And let's see, what do we got here? I have a little bit. Okay, I gotta get back here so I get all the temperatures in Earnest. Phoenix, Arizona, 2:48 currently, 2:48 a.m. Clear sky, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Albuquerque, New Mexico, 3:48 a.m. Clear sky, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Out there in Deming, New Mexico. Let's see, what's Deming, New Mexico? Where's Chris's? 74 degrees there in Deming with a high of 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And Lady Cat says out in Washington State, it's 55 degrees Fahrenheit for the western part of the country here in the United States of America. Chicago, Illinois, we have at 4:49 a.m. cloudy skies, 59 degrees Fahrenheit. New York City, the jungle, as I like to call it, it is. Let's see, where's Ted? Ted had some weather here too. Okay. Oh, there it is. Let's see, down in New York City, I think that's where Ted is heading, as he's probably catching the train here from Long Island. What are you doing, Jack? He's down under my feet here. New York City, 66 degrees, sunny down there in New York City. But Ted Hicks out in Long Island, he has, where are you, Ted? I just had you here. Oh, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's a little bit warmer out on the 82 degrees for the high, 67 for the low. And let's see, down in Georgia, Warner Robins, Georgia, where Tony D is at, he is at 67 degrees also down there Fahrenheit, high of 93 and low of 67 degrees Fahrenheit down there. So let's see, across the pond in let's see, wrong emoji. I meant to say hi. What emoji did you use, Tony, to say hello to Melanie? You used the right one. Okay, that's fine. Hello and good morning, Chris is saying to everybody. In Cork, across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean, at Cork, Ireland, it's 10:50 a.m. 57 degrees Fahrenheit there, cloudy. Milan, Italy, at 11:50 a.m. sunny skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. In New Delhi, India, at 3:21 p.m. in the afternoon, it's cloudy skies there, 91 degrees Fahrenheit. Mumbai, India, at 3:21 also, it's 81 degrees Fahrenheit. So the 10-degree difference between New Delhi and Mumbai. So and that's pretty cool, 81. Usually it's probably humid over there. It's probably a humid 81. In Kuala Lumpur, at 5:51 p.m., 84 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, at 6:51 p.m. in the evening, cloudy skies, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in Australia, that's where Melanie is from, Rockhampton, I believe. Yes, did I say it? Central Rockhampton. So I got my card, Mel. You got to have the cue cards. It's just like my memory is Central Queensland. Melanie is from. They're in Australia. They're starting their evening in Melbourne, Australia. It's 7:52 p.m. 50 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies, and over in Sydney, same time, 7:52, cloudy skies in Sydney, 52 degrees Fahrenheit, and those are our world times and temperatures as we speak. Catching up on a very active. Oh, Jeeves! Hey, Jeeves is here. We gotta get Jeeves in here. Good morning, Jeeves, Mr. Twix. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello to Jeeves. And Jeeves out there in Vancouver, Canada, he's saying it is 16 degrees Celsius, which for us regular folks that can't do metric, it's 61 degrees Fahrenheit as far as that goes. And What's up, y'all? Yeah, we're just getting our day started. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And the missus is up. Tony says, and everybody says good morning. She's waving. She's saying good morning. She's getting her coffee. She's got some real creamer. You got real creamer, right? Not that made up stuff?
Yep.
What kind of creamer are we using today?
I've got hazelnut mocha.
Hazelnut mocha. She likes the creamer. I don't put nothing in my coffee as far as that goes, but she likes the hazelnut mocha. We have a thought for the day. It comes from a great American poet. As far as, and you should all, everybody, even if you don't know anything about poetry, you probably heard this gentleman's name, and that's Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman Jr. was an American poet, essay, and journalist. He's considered to be one of the most influential poets in America. Whitman incorporated both transcendentalism and realism in writings and is often called the father of free verse. And Ted says good morning to Mrs. R. Thank you, Ted, and everybody else. I know everybody's going to say good morning, so she's getting the coffee. Walt Whitman, again, one of America's great, and he's a New Yorker, by the way. He was born in West Hills, New York, back in 1891, and he passed away in Camden, New Jersey, back in 1892. And Leaves of Grass is his manuscript that has a lot of his poems in, and a great American poet. And we have a great thought for the day from him, a quote saying, "Nothing endures but personal qualities." Personal qualities, meaning, I always look at personal qualities, it's your character. Nothing endures but personal qualities. That's what people are going to remember you by. And how you, we got a little bit into that last night, as far, well, I think it was that after, we discussed it afterwards and stuff about, if there's too much, we go off on the handle and stuff when it's not necessary. I've curbed that drastically. I mean, there's people that say shit about me, and I don't really care, because I just consider the source and move on. I don't retaliate. I don't respond back. We do have those trolls out there, and we know them from the Haps days. Tim, give me your saying. What's Haps? I'm incorporating. Tim Fan, what's our quote about Haps? He's going to put it in the chat here, and once he's in the chat, I'll say it, and he knows what I'm talking about. But we had those moments there that they weren't really the shiniest moments, where people would just jump on each other and rag on them, and as far as that goes, and we talk about the bots and the trolls that as far as that goes, it mucks. Yeah, it was mucky. It was there was sometimes, but we had fun. Yeah, there we go. Tim's Fans morning quote, or morning saying there, Haps suck. But in the same sentence, I want to say Haps was good. I'm not going to say it was great. It was good because we met a lot of great people, and we continue that relationship. As far as I'm continuing, we've shown a strong presence, such as Ted inviting myself and Glick up to talk with him and Tony, as far as on his late night parenting, and Glick does that on his show. He's expressed, I got an open invitation. It's just too late, and yeah, as much as I love being there, it's sometimes I'm comfortable just being over in the chat at times, and but we talk civilly, we endure, we show our personal qualities that are good, and that's what's really fun. Trolls can be rude. Yeah, I don't. That's be given a troll. I think trolls they're the epitome of, they need to get out of here and stuff like that. I have zero tolerance for trolls, and I always do it real quick, clean up, and you don't make no light. I put them in the same category. If we get a phone call, a spam phone call, and that pops up on the answering machine, we don't answer it, because then I win. If I answer that, I made the motion where if you acknowledge a trolls, where you just Don't even say anything and just do what you have to do to get them out of your broadcast and stuff, and then proceed forward. You win, and we have people like that. So we want people that have good personal qualities, and that aren't going to push or almost bully their way of thinking and stuff like that, because everybody has their own opinion, and that should be respected, unless it crosses the line. And I don't know, crosses the line where it's just gibberish. And even that's getting into that realm where you're debating, and I don't debate anymore. It's just like that. Lady Cat, I don't answer spam calls either. I let it roll over. If it's an important call, then I get it. Yeah, but if it's an important call, they're going to leave a message, and then the voice. That's the great thing about having an answer machine. You can hear them, and if you can hear a real person instead of an automated voice or something like that, you're going to pick up and stuff like that. So nothing endures but personal qualities. Personal qualities are going to go ahead, and people are going to look at those. People are going to, I don't like to use the word judge, but they're going to size you up in a manner of speaking. Hey, is this person a good person? Is this person really credible as far as that goes? I know I have my view, but I like using credible sources and stuff like that, and that's important. And those are the people we're going to gravitate to. The people that are just spouting off, and they have their lemming followers that are going to just do their bidding and stuff like that. It's just okay. You're out. I don't. There's more. There's more down the line moving forward than trying to. You just clean up the mess and let the mess behind you. Don't think about it and stuff like that. It's not worth the energy, I guess, is what I'm saying. So nothing endures but personal qualities. I'm one that tries to have the best personal qualities, and we have a good example. We have Hap sucks. When Hap sucks, that's the way we don't want to be, as far as that goes. And there's broadcasters that are still out there that just piping the same bullshit and stuff like that. And it's like, okay. It just, tune them out as far as that goes. And that's the power of the viewer as far as that goes. It's just everybody saying, what can we do? Just don't pay any mind to them and move on. And it's just like, it's unless they, again, the trolls, they're going to be hard hitting. So you just take care of them and leave them in the dust. And you don't make any more than what it is. They're there. Just like we have bad people wherever we go. If we go to the day job or something, I was very fortunate. I had a work environment that, most all work environments, they have a zero tolerance anyway and stuff like that. And it's not about the cultural shift that's going on or the cultural items that are going on. That's good discussion. I'm just talking about general life in general, okay, as far as that goes. And it's easy to make up an excuse. That's the way I'm doing this because of all this and stuff. And sometimes, I don't know, it's somebody's, how can I put it, somebody's stance is not really like, really? Okay. Or also you're just going along with the boat, floating with the boat and stuff like that. There's people, it's all around the world, stuff like that. But to be kind, that's the bottom line, is to be kind as far as that goes. And again, you're going to be remembered by your personal qualities. And if you got good personal qualities, you're going to be, that was a decent person. And bad qualities, like, I don't know, that's, that person was like, the term the missus likes using is that person sounds like a bully or something like that. So I don't like using the word judge, but we size people up that we want to associate with those good people. And we used to have a saying when I was in the Air Force in the fire department, and I had the pleasure and honor of serving with some great people. In the trenches, so to speak, the people that we did the day in, day out job. and we'd always size up our and for the most part, all my brother and sister firefighters that were in the United States Air Force, they're the ones I wanted in my foxhole. They're the ones I wanted to say, yeah, if I need to say, hey, what do you think of this? I'm going to give them an honest opinion. I'm not going to spout off at the mouth and go half cocked. And then if I don't say anything, that individual just goes spouting off. It's like, well, you pretty much showing your personal qualities that aren't really, you just. I think there's a point where you care about yourself, but then there's a point where you have to care. Family is always number one to me. But then you have your friends and the people you associate with and stuff like that. You have to care about them to a certain degree. But when it's all about you, I don't know. And I'm just reaffirming how I feel as far as that goes. So, so have good qualities, good, and I think everybody in the chat I've talked to and have actually seen face to face and stuff, and that's the thing. When you see face to face, you can see the nonverbal, and you can see where the person is coming from and stuff like that, and who they truly are. Especially if you've known them for a long time. There's people in the past I've known for a long time. I put high on a pedestal, and then all of a sudden their true colors come out, and it's like, that's when I feel really bad, because it's like, man, I've had, and one of those was my sister's ex-husband years back. He was in the United States Army. I can remember, he was a great guy. He was a great cook and stuff, but then he sort of did the I guess I could talk about that. That's in a roundabout way. He basically cheated on my sister, and then after the fact, this is when I was over in Italy. Him and my sister were stationed in Vicenza. They were both United States Army. They had separated. He comes all the way up to Aviano, and he comes into my office because I was a fire inspector there, and I'm sitting at my desk, and he comes in, and I'm looking, I'm like, what the f is he doing here? And then he says, can we talk? And I said, and then I'm looking at my assistant chief. He said, go ahead, Robbie, go up to the Aviano, so I said, okay, he followed. We went up to a cafe, and we talked, and he's trying to justify his actions, and it's like, you're done, guy. You just it's just like what you did was, and this is a guy that was a top grade in the United States Army. And when I met him, he has two sons and stuff like that. Just to throw it away on a whimsical thing, is like he wanted to, TDY and get caught up. You don't get caught up. You have to have control, and your personal qualities just went in the toilet, and that's what I'm talking about. It's a matter of speaking. That we place people high on the pedestal, but sometimes we have to be careful. I mean, the missus has told me, because sometimes I'm too easy to put people up there. But I generally, I think overall, the people I associate with, you're good people and stuff like that. But every once in a while, there's that individuals, and it's really bad. It's when it's family too, because it's just like you feel, they're good friends now. They're good friends because everybody, that's life. People get married and they divorce, and they don't get, but they got two wonderful young adult. Well, they're not. Yeah, they're young. Yeah, they're younger than me, so they're young adult kids, as far as that goes. So, personal qualities are very, very important. Let's see. Let's get off the bandwagon on that there. Let's see. Our national day today, as far as that goes. Today is Wednesday, June 28th. This month is almost over again, folks. Wow. And it hit me hard. I guess, we're coming up on next week is going to be next Tuesday will be 4th of July. It's on a Tuesday now. So how can you say 4th? Does that mean the weekend goes from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday then? How do they work that out? I could see the 4th of July either being on a Friday or a Monday, but how the hell did it get on a Tuesday? Anyway, But today is the 179th day of the year, the 26th week of the year, and we're 49%. We're getting close to 50%. Let's see. We have National Logistic Day. Yeah, I guess that's okay. National Paul Bundy Day. That's the biggest wooden statue there with what's that blue ox guy? The blue ox. National Insurance Awareness Day. International Body Piercing. I don't know about that. I don't really. I don't like I like tattoos when I see them now because of the artwork and some of the earrings that people have for piercings. I don't know. I guess I'm used to the nose now and the lip and the tongue and stuff like that. I guess I can remember the piercings. It's like, what the hell? Let's see. International Caps Lock Day. Oh, there's an interesting one. National Alaska Day. Throw that in the garbage bin with all the other states. So we don't have that. Oh, what's this? National Parchment Day? Last one. And this is the last Wednesday, isn't it? The last Wednesday of the month. What's parchment? National Parchment Day? Parchment. Parchment begins with innovating and convenience in the kitchen. National Parchment Day. So what are they making? While adding convenience, parchment also infused flavors, locks in moistures, preserves vital nutrients. It's like a bread? It's also been part of the tradition on French kitchens. Ever versatile, parchment easily transits from skillets to ovens, from grills to tables. Its ability to and useful makes it's one of the more effective tools. I'm trying to look at that. What's parchment? Is that the thing you put the food on? I don't know. Well, we're not going to have that one. So what day are we going to have? I guess we can go with the National Paul Bundy Day. Okay, I can understand that one. Today, June 28th, the National Paul Bundy Day. We remember fondly the tales of the big blue ox and the mighty lumberjack. It's National Paul Bunyan Day. Hashtag National Paul Bunyan Day. Described as a giant and a lumberjack of unusual skills, Paul Bunyan and one of his most famous North American folklore heroes. In the tales of Paul Bunyan was almost always accompanied by his companion, Baby the Blue Ox. So there we have. We're going to go with that one today. And that's out there. Where is that? The statue. Paul Bunyan statue. Where's the Paul Bunyan statue? That's got to be out your way there, Erica. That's got to be out there in the great Northwest there with all the forests and stuff like that. Let's see where he is at. Paul Bunyan statue. Let's see. Oh, and it's also out there where Jeeves is at in Vancouver, because there's a lot of let's see. A statue of Paul Bunyan. It's 31 feet high. That's 9.4 centimeters. It's actually concrete metal sculpture, which has stood in the Kenton neighborhood of Portland, Oregon. So it's out there where Lady Cat is at, as far as that goes. A big statue there of Paul Bunyan, a great American folklore hero, as far as that goes. So that's what we're going to go with. Let's see. Yesterday we did have the Mixcloud broadcast where I played the hashtag wannabe radio DJ, where I presented. There's some ripping songs on the broadcast there. They're primarily rock and roll in nature, and I had fun doing that. It goes by quick when I do that. I have a workflow now where I think it usually would take me. There would almost be like an hour and a half of prep time as far as to plug all the songs into my iPad mini, but now I just go off of the new computer, and it goes fairly smoothly. I do a little bit of editing, post-editing, as far as that goes, and It's fun. I've been doing it for a number of years. Bill Elder, he was a radio DJ down there at the Big X down in Macon, Georgia. I haven't heard or seen Bill on these internets. I'm not even sure if he's a great guy. He's a New Yorker too. He's from Long Island there. He grew up in Long Island. He said at age 15 is when he got his first job as a DJ. He's always wanted to be a DJ, and he got me into. I always love radio. I've said that many times before, as far as that goes, um, and it's so hooking up with him and being able to converse with him via email and stuff. He's a great gentleman, and I'm gonna give him a plug out and stuff. But some of his videos are on YouTube. Just search on YouTube Bill Elder, and you'll. Thank you, Tony, for the retweets there. It's flashing up on my iPad Mini here. But yesterday we did have a radio show where we played some great tracks from Disturbed, Godsmack, Aerosmith. They're great. Them and AC/DC. Growing up, I didn't really care too much for those two groups. Being older now, I really gravitate to them. Linkin Park, Green Day, Bad Wolf, and Imagine Dragons, and Papa Roach. Those are the artists that were on yesterday's broadcast, and we had nobody that watched it yet, so that's okay. I have fun on Mixcloud, and it only lasts for about 35 minutes. And yeah, you love Aerosmith too, Erica? That's cool. They're a good group as far as that goes. So I have on the new channel there of mixcloud.com/Richard M. Roberts. We've got 6 broadcasts over there. And Imagine Dragons. Yeah, I had a good list. There was some rockin' songs as far as that goes. And I compiled this list of songs of the music I listen to. I'm so much into the radio channels here locally. I have iTunes on my Roku, which we talked about last night. That's how important. I love Roku, and I guess I could do that over on the Google TV. But I do a lot with this TV when I'm not broadcasting here, or when I'm sitting here playing with the internet and stuff. My Roku, I discovered iTunes or TuneIn, the TuneIn app that's on Roku, and it's got the local radio stations that I listen to. For the most part, most of our radio music comes from FM. But back in the day, when I was growing up in the '60s, I had that transistor radio. It was AM radio, and when FM came around, I was like, hey, FM? What's that? FM was always like, oh, geez, that's high-end radio. Now AM is sort of the lower band, but it's always good to listen to the good old radio as far as that goes. So we'll be doing the podcast, a Fireman Rich audio podcast tomorrow morning as far as that goes. On Tuesdays and Thursdays I do that over on Spotify for podcasters. A great platform. Let's see, in our world history, oh wow, we're so been up for it seems like when I have fun, that's the thing about the fun factor about anything you do. Since I'm retired, which is a subject that comes up every now and then, I lose track of time, and it seems like the days since I've been retired compared to when I was still working at the day job. When I was at the day job, there would be days that just, the days they just drag, like, oh, just get the frick over, because you're constantly looking at the clock, and that's when the time starts. It seems like it's slow, but when you're having fun and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, enjoying life and stuff like that, my days, they just go by so quickly now. And we're almost done with the month of June and stuff, and in a couple weeks I'll be, it's just like last week it was over 2 months since I retired. The first time I've seen some of my coworkers, my former boss and supervisor, a couple of my coworkers, and it was great seeing them. And it's been 2 months since I last seen you guys, and it was great hooking up with them. But it's because of the fun factor. I'm having so much fun as far as keeping busy doing this and that, and it'll continue. And it all starts, I guess, the basis of my fun factor after this gets me going. I'm glad I'm still doing this morning broadcasting bit from this wannabe, this what we call ourselves, Tony, knuckleheads. We're knucklehead broadcasters, but it gets us going and stuff like that, and it's part of a routine. And if you want to be, be good at what you do, you consistently do it. If you want to go from good to great, you got to put in that extra effort as far as that goes. Yeah, hell yeah. There we go, Tony. It's just enjoying, and I feel very privileged to be sharing that with you all as far as expressing that. So that's the one big takeaway I love about this live stream broadcasting. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be talking about. I got a lot of subjects in the queue here. I did see something about a black hole. I love talking about the black holes. And I think there was something about monarch butterflies here that are also. So there's a list of stories in the queue here that I can. Woman finds 4 plates for $6, made by Picasso. So right there, you know where that story is going. She paid $6 for these. That's an interesting story, and it has a stamp on the back of it, edition Picasso. Those are probably are priceless. And she started crying and this isn't a thrift store. You never know what you're going to find in these thrift stores. It's but we have a lot of interesting stories and stuff like that to choose from. So what was the last? Oh, the last one I talked about last Thursday, was about a black hole emitting jets of X-ray, 60,000 times hotter than the sun, and you can see it with your naked eye. You just kind of just point where it's at and stuff like that. So, I'm just glancing through. Let's see, large dinosaur skull ever discovered. I might talk about that one tomorrow. So I'm having fun with the with that. Let's see, our world history. Let's see, where the hell is that? On this day. Oh, this is a good one. Let's see, is this for today? Oh, I gotta tweet this out. I gotta tweet this. I think this is worth the tweet. And you'll see, I'm not going to say it until I tweet it here. On this day. Of course, it's Chris Tech's, it just reminded me, it is Chris Tech's birthday week. His birthday is tomorrow. So I'm going to say happy birthday to you today for tomorrow, his birthday week. Okay, Chris, just to get that out there. And this is related to that. So let me just get this up here so I can tweet it out. And I wonder if people are aware of this. Okay, where's my Twitter thing? I want to tweet. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and tweet this. And I'm still here. Yeah, okay. I just okay. That's a good thing. I mentioned his birthday. It's going to be, just so everybody knows, Chris Tech's birthday tomorrow. He's going to be 18. No, what is it? 28 or 29 there, Chris, or something like that. I remember you saying. $28. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Have great today, sir. Okay, it's somebody's birthday today because Chris's is tomorrow. But I'm tweeting this out. I'm going to make sure I have the hashtag. So. And I wish I was 18. Yeah, don't we all wish we were 18 as far as that goes. No, I don't want that there. I want this up next to his name. So we're going to go ahead and okay. And I just tweeted it out. I'm saying today, in this day in history, 52 years ago, Mr. Elon Musk, the great entrepreneur of SpaceX, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday! I just tweeted it out to wish him a happy birthday. I am an Elon Musk fan. I like what he's doing with all those rockets he launches. I'm a space junkie, and Mr. Twix, I would love to be in my 20s again. Yeah, you can still, I'm 65, but I don't feel like I'm 24. I feel like I'm in my 30. And Lady Cat, yeah, today is his birthday, so we want to wish Elon Musk a happy birthday. Through his ambitions, sleepless work ethic, and he had to have a good work ethic to be where he's at now. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't like him and stuff, but we were talking about this last night on Late Night Parenting on Ted Hicks's his broadcast there. You gotta recognize their accomplishments. And first, Koji, yo, Fireman Rich, do you remember me? No, who are you, Koji? First time chatter. I don't remember you. Where would I remember you from? I'm not sure as far as that goes. Koji, account. Okay. Koji. The supermarket. I ran into you. Oh! Was this just recently? And we got DK232. Okay, we got two new chatters here. If you individuals can just remember to behave, please. We have some regulars here. Are you? Did we just meet recently here? You're not. Oh wow! I think I know who it is. And obviously, you don't want me to say your name, so I'll respect that. I won't say anything about your name and stuff like that. But the supermarket, if it's who I think you are a great person. What a small world, right? Yeah, you're here on the broadcast and stuff, and this is an individual. If I know who it is, if I remember who it is, Fireman Rich's work. No, this person, if this is who I'm thinking about, Ted. This is a good guy. And hey, good morning, Helen. Helen from coming in from Scotland is here. Glad to have you here. And but the first time chatter, we did. Oh, okay. What is so? I didn't realize you got online when we talked, and the missus really enjoyed our gathering as far as when I introduced her to you and stuff like that. So, thank you for being here this morning. What a small world, right? Yes, it is a small world. Now you know where I'm at every morning. You can join in the. Thank you, Coach G. Yay! That's I ran into you in the supermarket. Okay. So Elon Musk undoubtedly transferred the world for the better with his work with Tesla and SpaceX. I would say more SpaceX because that's going to have an impact on this world as far as that goes. And Lady Cat saying good morning to everybody in that. We're glad to have you here, Helen, as always. And with the former... He made electric cars cool and widely desired for the first. Now all the car companies are making electric cars, so we got to give him credit where credit is due. 177 years ago, let's see, DKJ Elon Musk has always said his companies are not just tech companies; they're logistic companies. Yeah, but they have a great impact, DK. They do have they don't have a direct impact on me, but when you got somebody shooting rockets up there, that's a lot of there's a lot of hours and hard work in accomplishing that. The Teslas, I have yet to drive an electric car. I can't afford an electric car. I can see the concept eventually. It's a good concept, I think. It's becoming more prevalent and mainstream electric cars because look at the commercials, all the main car dealerships, they're offering electric cars here in the United States. Over there in Australia where Melanie is at, I know every time I see a YouTube from Australia, there's electric cars. All over Europe there's electric. Granted, there are places in the world that they're not going to have electric cars right away because it's not feasible. but where they're feasible, they're really having an impact as far as that go. I see, yeah, that too, Lady Cat. The electric cars, electric scooters are all out through the city. When Ted Hicks is down there in New York City, he's probably seen all those scooters and bikes all over the place, electric and stuff like that. Um, so yeah, Elon, he is an individual that he's right up there with Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, and I don't really care for them, but you got to give them credit where credit due is on the accomplishments that they did to move the ball forward. Electric bikes are expensive, are they? Okay, I don't know how that works. Everything's with a credit card too, Jeeves, he is putting 4G in the moon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Koj, what's your opinion? That's the way this works, Koj and DK. I don't really get too in depth in those discussions because I leave it to the experts, especially that one, the experts. I will say I've been listening to a lot of some retired Navy folks. This one Navy captain that spent he was a career submariner. He spent a total of 5 years on it. He has some great perspective. Listen to the experts. James Cameron is an expert. I think he's regretting that he didn't speak out earlier about that. The people that have no idea what they're saying, oh, it was just slapped together from a hardware store. I don't listen to that crap. I'm listening to the experts. The news, if they have an expert like James Cameron or a U.S. Navy submariner, listen to them. Listen to what them. Don't listen to the bullshit. So it's a tragedy. That's my opinion. It was a tragedy. But I think G said something either Monday or Friday or over the weekend that or maybe it was Tim Fan. I could walk out my door across the street and get hit as easily as that submarine. The one thing. It just comes down. The bottom line is a tragedy. So you want to. I don't armchair something that's a tragedy. You can't. I'm not even going to acknowledge that because it has nothing to do with the tragedy. Okay, it's already done. So it's just the thing is you feel for the families that lost some loved ones, and that's the main concern. I'm not gonna nitpick it and stuff like that. Would I personally gone on something like that? Probably not. I haven't been on an airplane in 27 years, so you know where I'm at as far as that goes. But if people want to do that, whatever floats your boat, I guess. James Cameron, he said he's been down there a number of times and stuff like that, but his equipment was certified. Supposedly this equipment wasn't certified but it looked pretty high tech. You just don't make a submarine out of cardboard and go down to 12,000 feet. And one guy backed out. Yeah. So there's going to be a sideline addition to the story, but the bottom line is we lost 5 people in a tragic accident. Not real. Let's see. What's the movies we watch? I've been watching some Netflix. I can't think of anything off the top of my head because I got to probably get more coffee here. Let's continue on with the history here on this day. Labor Day officially became a holiday for federal employees in the United States every year, the first Monday of September. So I guess they made it. What the hell's that got to do with what is Labor Day making it a holiday have to do with June 28th? The Treaty of Versailles, they were using the game. Yeah, as far as that goes, I'm not gonna. Like I said, that's the comments. I just look at it as a tragedy, and But do your due diligence and listen to the experts because it is very interesting on what they have to say, and they're the ones. I finally watched that. Yeah, I have the original. I still haven't watched that one. It's like 3 hours long. You got to find the time for a 3 hour long movie. The Treaty of Versailles was signed to end World War I on this day for the Allies: Belgium, Britain, France, Italy, and the United States against Germany and Austria-Hungary. Back in 1919 on this day, World War I ended. That was a brutal war. That was as vicious and oh, war just outright is brutal. Um, let's see. 4 decades after Carl Benz credited the first petrol-powered car, Mercedes-Benz was founded as DMG, and Benzene and Psy merged into the prestigious brand that introduced many technologies and safety innovations common in most vehicles today back in 1926. Yeah, they're the ones that, a lot of people, oh, it was Henry Ford. All Henry Ford did was streamline the workflow of the manufacturing line and stuff like that, made it very efficient. Elections were held on this day back in 1973 in Northern Ireland Assembly, which led to power sharing between the Unionists and Nationalists in Northern Ireland for the first time. In Northern Ireland, back when I was growing up, there was tragedy there with all the bombings they had, the fighting they did in the streets and stuff like that. Kuja Ab, I don't know what that is. Abacon. Is that a movie? Koji? Abacon. You got me curious now. What's that word mean? I'm not sure what you're saying there. It's a tongue twister. Yes, it is a tongue twister as far as that goes. You got me curious, and see, it doesn't take much to get me curious as far as that goes. Let me bring up Google here. Let me Google that. What do you mean by that? What is that? Oh, okay. Excuse me for a moment. Okay, we're back. We're back. I had to get another cup of coffee. As far as that goes, so excuse me for a moment there. I had to get some coffee, and oh man, I just went to get some coffee. I had to get coffee too, DK. No problems. That's my new standby. Okay, so that means instead of just having a blank screen here, it's going to be standby. That's something new that I came across as far as that goes. That was a long commercial. Yeah, no problem. So it's sort of introducing something. I had to use that. I used that yesterday during the Lord of the Rings broadcast. Let's finish up this history here. I was hankering another cup of coffee here. Coffee and pee. No pee break this time. That's usually after. I do always do that before going on broadcasting. Now, if I'm gaming, yes, I will do it because it'll be an hour and stuff. It's okay, Rich. No, I just wanted to get some more coffee. So finishing up the world history for the day. Let's see. The U.S. resumes direct diplomatic ties with Libya after 24 years back in 2004. I think that was after what's his say. Let's see. Canada becomes the third country to legalize same-sex marriages back in 2005. Wow, I thought they had it before, long before that. The Supreme Court upheld constitutionally of the Affordable Care Act that seeks to provide access to quality health care for all Americans back in 2012. And a happy 81st birthday to American bodybuilder legend Frank Zane, known as the chemist for his science degree and his reign of 3 consecutive Mr. Olympic titles. I freaking remember him. I remember him. Him and Jack LaLanne. Let's see. Today in history on the... Oh, wow. This is different. Oh, that's a different one for the AP. Let's see. Yeah, associate today in history. What happened today? Oh, they changed their whole thing up. Well, let's see. Maybe if I... Let's see. Maybe you got to hit that. Let's see. Today in history, July 28th. Okay. You had the Treaty of Versailles. Okay, that was one. What's going on with that bar there? Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's the Blab Bow. As far as that goes, that's the Blab. If you remember, Blab was it goes back over 10 years ago. It was prior to Periscope. It was between Meerkat and Periscope. It was a broadcasting similar to Haps. Haps was similar to Blab because Blab was a gas. It was the bomb. It was great. It was a great platform to be on. I'm just scanning through. There's not really much more on the history here that I'm seeing as far as that's good. Major League Baseball, we had the Yankees. They lost to the Athletics yesterday, unfortunately, and I think the Toronto Blue Jays there, Jeeves, they did they win or lose? What's the score? Come on, where's my score? Yeah, there we go. Chris has it. Let's see. Yankees lost to the Athletics. They're out there in California. The soon to be no more Oakland Athletics are going to be the Las Vegas Athletics, I think. I thought I saw the Mets. They won against the Brewers, and the Blue Jays lost to the Giants there. And show. Is that the guy from? Is that the guy that's a pitcher that's also a great batter? Show who something or whatever, the Japanese ball player on the Angels. Yeah, he's phenomenal, young guy. Yeah. The Blue Jays lost, Mets won, and Yankees. Let's see today. The Toronto Blue Jays are up in Toronto. They're hosting the Giants still. The Mets hosting the Brewers, and the Yankees are out there playing tonight at 9:40. What time's the Mets game? 7. Okay, regular time 7 o'clock there for the Mets and Giants. So that's the baseball thing. The Canadian football. Um, the Canadian Football League. There's only 3 games this weekend. Oh, you think he's going to be traded? I don't think the Angels will want to trade. I don't know. I just that the Angels, California Angels. There's a team I don't really watch that much. He would, if he came to the Mets or the Yankees. Oh my God, that would be huge. This weekend, Canadian football, we have the Elks playing against. That's a Friday game, and then there's a Saturday game. But the game I'm interested in is Sunday. Is I'm rooting for the. I already said the Toronto Argonauts. They're first in their no, they're not first. The Aleutians are. Oh, okay, but the Argonauts are 2-0, and the Lions are 3-0. So that should be a good game, as far as that goes. Let's see, for real, that yeah, you got Tony's interest there, Coach A, because he's a big Mets fan, and then he's gonna be a free agent from what Ted Hicks is saying. So there's a possibility. It's gonna free agency. That's a lot of money too. So the free agency there. But Canadian football next Sunday. I don't know. I think I found the channel where I can watch Canadian football. It's one of the off CBS sports channels as far as that goes. So hopefully they televise that. I can watch a little bit because even if I watch a quarter of the ball play, I'm interested in following this. Because they have a long ass season. They have 21 weeks of ball play, which is only what three more weeks longer than the NFL. But I'm interested in keeping tabs on this as far as that goes, and watch it when I can on the TV as far as that goes. So, but that's it. And then the one thing in sports. Do have to acknowledge the fact that there was someone passed away yesterday. Let me bring it up. Tony brought this up last night on Ted Hicks's late night parenting. I'm trying to think of the guy's name. He's a backup quarterback to Tom Brady, and it's one of those things that again it's a tragedy. And just finding out about it last night. Lady Cat, I'm going to start watching Alone on the History Channel. Along on the History Channel app. Yeah. Ryan Mallett, rest in peace. Thank you, Tony. Tony posted an article on his Twitter page concerning that. It was down in the Florida beaches yesterday afternoon. Florida beach now deadliest in U.S. after 3 more there was 3 more drownings down there. I'm looking at it. Holy crap! Wow, that's unreal. But a young man there, former Patriot quarterback Ryan, he was a backup to Brady. Ryan Mallett. He his college ball. He played for Michigan. I think did Glick say something about he's a Michigan fan, isn't he? About it. He played for Michigan, and I remember him playing in Arkansas. And the AP report that I was reading during Ted's broadcast last night, I guess they said there was an undertow of some sort. I'm surprised at undertow being an issue. You never know, Tony. The oceans, even the Gulf. You think the Gulf, because it's all enclosed, it's real common stuff. It's that undertow. It can be dangerous at certain beaches if you're swimming. That can take you out. The currents. It's like it's like okay, it's calm for a number of days, and then we got a few clouds, and all of a sudden there's thunderstorms. Those thunderstorms turn into ripping tornadoes. But he was a highly recruited prospect out of high school to the University of Michigan. And after just 1 year, he transferred to Arkansas, where I think that's where he became a really good. Arkansas was pretty good. But the Patriots picked him up, according to what Tony's article that he posted on his Twitter page. He was the 74th overall, making him the highest draft quarterback since 1993. He spent 2 seasons with Houston before closing out his professional career with Baltimore. He later turned to coaching, working as an assistant at Mount Home High School in Arkansas. But no details are available, so it's just like they did mention in the AP something about an undertow or something like that. He was awesome when he played at Arkansas. Oh yeah. I didn't know anything about Arkansas. Arkansas usually has a good basketball team, but their football team is like all of a sudden they came out of nowhere with him and stuff. That's where I remember him from. It's like Arkansas has they have good football. They're pretty decent, but they were really good with him as far as that goes. And let's see, what am I seeing here? August 3rd, the first August 3rd. Oh, we got preseason game. Jets are playing the Browns on August 3rd, so that's about a month and a week away. We're going to get back into some NFL football for the preseason. So condolences to the family. Again, another tragedy that 35 years old. Boom, mind-boggling. Very mind-boggling when just like we had a recent death here of a former neighbor that we had. He was a teacher, very outstanding individual in his community here where I live at, and he was 57. He passed away unexpectedly. But this thing it's dealing with the beaches there and stuff like that. It's just again a tragedy as far as that goes. Should we stop going to the beaches? No. We got to be careful though. We got to be careful, and you figure someone 35 years old that swimming out maybe. And like Tony said, the golf. I would have never. I could see that on the Atlantic beach or the Pacific beach. The undertows of certain beaches, but the golf. Some strange currents there. Just maybe I don't know. So just to end with that, as far as condolences and to acknowledge that as far as that goes, and exactly, yeah, Tony, and I concur exactly. All right, I guess that's about it. We're pushing to the top. How long have we been on for? Hour and 15 minutes again. Jeez, it seems like 30, 40 minutes. Oh my God, this is having fun. I enjoy being with those folks in the chat. The people that are watching this on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, this is what makes it fun as far as the people that are in the chat. Before we leave, let's just remember before we leave, is Chris Tech still there? We're going to do a dinner report, Chris. Sort of, we did one last night on Ted. Dinner report, yeah, you're still here. You got it. When you're on Ted's broadcast, stick around because he wants to do the dinner report. It doesn't matter if you if it's a replay here on the morning broadcast. But let's. The dinner report is a Chris Technician original. Chris Technician, the founder of the dinner report. So he usually starts us off, and those people that are in the chat, if you want to take part, be more than happy for you to do so. As far as that goes, the dinner report. What do we have for dinner? See, Tony always gets his in. He said this last night: chicken and potato wedges and Wild Wing from Wild Wing Cafe. Chicken and potatoes. I love potato wedges. Oh my God, they're good. Oh man, I love potato. I love eating. I haven't done it in a long time, but there's times when I was growing, I would eat a raw potato. As far as that goes, for my dinner report, Chris Technician says I had an all-American foot-long sub with Sun Chips and Dr. Pepper from Subway. I'm not a fan of the Sun Chips. Now that foot-long, I'm a fan of. Subway makes some good sandwiches. Jersey Mike's. He mentioned that. I got to mention Jersey. I went to Jersey Mike's here with the missus. It's been about a month and a half to 2 months ago. It was just after I retired. We went to Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is the bomb. I mean, they slice the meat right there. It's fresh. That's the difference. Subway, they have the meat in those little canisters. It's still a good sandwich from Subway. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to knock Subway. People they knock it because you know it's all processed meat when you look at it in a sense. You know, there's going to be something processed in their sandwich, no matter where you go. Subway makes a decent they make a good sandwich. I like Subway. I usually get the cold combination or something like that. But Jersey Mike's, double thumbs up. Let me put my pen down. Double thumbs up, Jersey Mike's. Just Chris saying about Subway. I want to go to Jersey Mike's now. Let's see. Jeeves comes in with a Caesar salad, lamb and chicken skewers and rice and hummus. Okay, and I like the chicken. I like the Caesar salad. Caesar. We had a salad. Yeah, That's the other. What kind of salad was that we had? What kind of salad was that? The salad we had for dinner. What was that?
Chipotle cheddar.
Huh?
Chipotle.
Oh, chipotle cheddar. Okay.
Chipotle, whatever, cheddar.
Chipotle cheddar. It was sort of like cabbage type and stuff like that. I always got to ask the missus. But we had pork. We had soft tacos last night. It was some really nice pork that the missus made up with a sauce on them. Oh, it was fantastic. With chipotle, cheddar, salad. It's sort of like cabbage, but it was a chipotle type cheddar. It was good, and we had ice cream afterwards. I forget what kind of ice cream. It was a real good ice cream there. Anybody else want to go into the dinner report there from the chat? Ted, you had a dinner report last night. If you're still there, or else he's probably on the train right now, trying to listen through his earbuds on the train. I haven't been on a train in years. A subway. Well, he takes a subway in, and Koj had devil eggs for dinner. Devil eggs, nothing wrong with that. Devil eggs are good. Lady Cat. Anybody else? I don't know if we still have the people that are in the thing here. So, and let's see. Our volume's doing good. Okay, our volume's still good. Okay. So the dinner report, that's a Chris technician thing there and stuff. Instead of looking into the refrigerator, we say what we had for dinner last night, which is sometimes we have some very interesting meals as far as that goes. Let's see what else. Again, tomorrow Thursday. Just at Ted Hicks's late night parenting. There is a broadcast. Carmen and Rick will be on tomorrow at what time are they usually on, Tony? They're on. I'm trying to remember here. They're usually on I think 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 to 8 o'clock Eastern. Carmen, as far as that goes. Let's see. I know I have her here listed. Where's Carmen's? I know I'm following her. She should be at the top. Oh, there she is. There she is. Carmen lays a couple of hours after my radio show, Leggy said. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, and also Lady Leg, she does the jukebox Judy on Thursdays. Or is that just a regular music show, Helen? I'm getting all confused here. But Carmen, Lezeth, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. my time. Okay, you stay up that late? Your time? Well, you're a late night. Yeah, you were. It was 3 o'clock when you popped in on Ted's show last night, stuff like that. That's how worldwide this broadcasting thing is. It can be. But Carmen, let's see. Does she have it in her about on her? I'm looking at her Twitch page, and she doesn't have anything about or schedule and stuff, which is par for course because. Hang on for a minute. Hang on for a minute, folks. We got somebody going to a real job, and I'm just sitting here. Let's see. Jukebox Judy is only once a month. Oh, is it only once a month? Okay, on a Friday. No more. No, my radio show is 9 p.m., 11 p.m. on Thursdays, and Carmen's is a couple hours after. Okay, so you're 9. You're 5 hours ahead, so that's 9:11 your time. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 5 o'clock Eastern time. Fridays is Helen's radio show Eastern time, but I'm taking it that's your local time there in Scotland, and then or is it 9 o'clock? Or is it 9 o'clock Eastern? Is that Eastern time, Helen, or for the 9:11 p.m.? Is that my time? I think Carmen is around 1 a.m. and 2. Oh, 1 or 2 your time. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would be about 9 o'clock. Okay, 9 o'clock. Okay. Oh, 9 p.m., 11 p.m. Thursday night is yours. Okay, that's your time. Okay. So Carmen, yes, it's 9 my time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Get these times squared away. We'll figure it out. I'm 5 hours ahead. Yes, I know you're 5 hours ahead. It's just the AM, PM, and all that and stuff. But we have some great broadcasters here. Please support them as far as that goes. People watching this on the replay, just look them up. Look up Leggy Lady 01 on Twitch. Look up Carmen I'm butchering her name. It's L-E. It's Carmen. It's all one line. Carmen L and then Lezeth. I can't spell or can't pronounce word shit. I think Carmen is about 9. Yes, my time, 9 p.m. my time. Where Helen is on earlier than that. My time as far as that goes. So and I usually watch. I'm trying to be a little more proactive to watch these shows live instead of watching the replay. Because I'm an avid, I love replays because it's that's another good thing about this. These great broadcasts, they have support them on the replays because it helps them out as far as that goes. All right, so we got a lot of good content. We continue. Well, if you call my content good, it's just like I said, a knucklehead on the soapbox. But I'm past 7 o'clock, and I don't. 7 o'clock this morning. I'm usually trying to get done before that. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. It does help. Yes, it does help. Geez, yes. But we're going to go ahead and exit stage left. And going through the chat, I want to say thank you to Tony D. Thank you, sir. Chris Technician, Lady Cat. Thank you for being here. The real Ted Hicks. On his way into New York City, if he's not there already, on the train down there in Long Island. Thank you, Melanie, coming in all the way from Australia, and we have Tim Fan out there in Michigan. Thank you for being here. And let's see who else we got going down the list. I know we got first time chatter, Koj. Thank you very much for being here. Wink, wink. And thank you, DK. Thank you for being here. Please come back. And we're glad to have you here. And let's see. And Helen, of course. Helen coming in from Scotland. Jeeves coming in from Vancouver. Thank you for being here. And I think that's I got everybody. I think I'm just going down the list here in the chat, and it's and the people watching this on the replay. Those are the people that make this broadcast. This broadcast is a success because of the people in the chat, and I thank you very much, people in the chat. You guys are fantastic as far as that goes. And let's see, have a great hump day. Chris Technician says you too. He comes in as always. Bazenga. Jeeves coming in later. Take care, everybody. And Real Ted Hicks. Yeah, baby! From Mr. Real Ted Hicks. Have a great day there, sir. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. Yes, as the saying goes. That's what we like to say. And Tony coming in with a second Bazenga. All right, folks, this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on the Twitch, a great platform. Thank you, Twitch, for the sandbox you allow us to play in. It's always fun. And you can follow me over on Twitter at Fireman Rich, where I tote myself as a social media observer, social media enthusiast. In other words, I like playing on this thing called the internet. And that's exactly what we're doing here on Twitch. We're having fun. And you all have a great day on this hump day. We're working towards the weekend. And a great show. You are kind. You are very kind, Ted Hicks. Great show. I'm having fun. That's the greatness of it. We're all having fun, and thank you for sharing some of your time with me. That is very precious, and I thank you for that. All right, folks, you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thank you all in the chat. Thank you very much.